Hello friends, this is the fourth video lecture of Angular part 12. In this lecture we will learn about security or guard in Angular. Guard is very important in Angular to provide security to Angular routes. Guard is a service in Angular used to check current user is authorized to access a specific route or not. Guard provides security to Angular routes. There are two types of guard in Angular, can activate guard and can deactivate guard. Can activate guard executes before navigating to a specific route, and can deactivate guard executes before leaving the current route. In this lecture we will implement can activate guard. Can activate guard generally used to check token is expired or not. Let me show you practically. There are 6 steps to implement can activate guard in Angular. Go to your terminal and execute the application ng serve. Let me show you first what impact we will get after implementation of guard. Application compiled successfully. Go to your browser. Let me log in the system. 1 2 3 4 5 6. If you look here, this URL, I am copying this URL. This URL we are accessing after login the system. Let me log out this first, and I am going to log in this URL, same URL, whatever we are accessing after login. If you look here, no flight available, because for this request we are sending token to server, but as we have not logged in system, that's why there is no token in session storage. That's why no data looking for flight, but URL is accessible. This is not correct. If we have not logged in the system, then this URL should not be open. To protect such kind of routes, Angular provides guard service, and for this we can use can activate guard to protect this URL. After enabling can activate guard, this URL we will not able to access directly without logging the system. Let's implement the can activate guard and look the impact. As I told, there are 6 steps to implement can activate guard in Angular. The first step is we have to install package auth0 angular jwt. npm install @auth0 / angular jwt --save. Let's install the package first. Meantime, go to the second step and look what is the second step. We have to import jwt module in app module. Go to your project repository and open the file appmodule.ts, and we need to import jwt module from auth0 angular jwt. Let's import the package first. Let's look the package installed successfully. Import jwt module imported. Go to the next step. Third step, we need to configure jwt module in import section, like this: jwt module for root config token getter, and return the token from the session storage. Let's configure this into appmodule.ts in import section. Go to import section here and configure the JWT module. JWT module dot for root config, then token getter, then return token. First step is check each token exists in session storage or not. Let's use the ternary operator here. Session storage dot get item user. If condition is true, then we need to return the token from the session storage. Session storage dot get item user. As this is a object, let's parse the first JSON dot parse and then use authorization key as token is stored in authorization key. If condition is fail, then return null value. We have successfully configured JWT module in appmodule.ts. Next step is we need to import JWT helper service from auth0 Angular JWT. The same package JWT helper service is a inbuilt service of auth0 Angular JWT package. We need to import this into user service. Let's open the user service. Users services, user service. Import from JWT helper service. Let's inject this service. Private small j, injected successfully. Next step is create a method like is authenticated. You can create any method of your choice, but if you put the self-explanatory name, then that will be better for other users to understand. Public is authenticated and return type will be boolean here. And we need to use is token expired method, that is enabled method of JWT helper service. If this dot JWT helper service dot is token expired, we need to pass token here to check each token has been expired or not. Let's first get the token from the session storage. Go to appmodule.ts and copy this line and paste here, and just remove the return statement from here and put semicolon at the end. Pass the same token here. If token is expired, then this method will return true, each token expired. Then in this case, if token is expired, then we need to return false, else return true. If we will return false, then this will restrict to move user to the target route. Let's go to the next step. Now we need to create a guard service. Let's go to your terminal and create a guard service. You can choose any name of your choice, but if you put self-explanatory name, then it will be better. I am going to provide name can activate guard. Service created successfully. Go to your project repository and here just implement interface can activate to work this service as a can activate guard. Can activate. Now next step is inject user service and router. Let's import the router here. And also import user service. User service. Inject both in constructor. Private router, private user service. Next step is add a method can activate of return type boolean and call is authentication method that we have created into user service. Create method can activate of return type boolean. Call the user service method that we have already created is authenticated. If this method returning true, then we need to return true, else return false. If this is false, then we need to redirect to login page. You can redirect any other page also as per the project requirement, but in most of the cases, if user is not logged in, then return it to the login page. This dot router dot navigate by URL login. Next step is just activate guard for URL. Whatever URL you want to secure, you need to activate guard for that URL. Let me activate this for admin flight list. Go to admin folder, click on admin routing, then admin inside admin routing, this is a path flight list that we are accessing after the login the system. To activate guard for a particular URL, you need to do like this: put can activate, then colon, then put array, and then call the can activate guard service here. Let's import first. Import from can activate guard service. Just put this inside array. This is array because you can add multiple guards for a particular URL. Now guard is enabled for this URL flight list. Now we will not able to access this route without login the system. Go to your terminal, execute the application. Compiled successfully. Go to browser, refresh the page. Let's try to access directly without logging the system admin flight list URL. If you look here, we are redirecting to login page, as we have redirected to login page if user is not logged in. This means our guard working fine. Be redirected to again login page. Let's log in the system application 2 3 4 5 6. Now our application working fine. Without login the system, we are not able to access this URL. Let's log out, try again. This way you can implement guard in Angular and you can secure Angular routes. Whatever routes you want to secure, you can do like this. Just there are 6 steps of implementation of guard in Angular. Just install the package Auth0, configure the JWT module in appmodule.ts. Then in your login service, whatever service you have created for login, call this method is token expired to check token is expired or not, and then create a guard service, and inside that service add method can activate and call the method that you have created in login service to check session expired or not, and then after finally enable guard for the routes, whatever routes you want to secure. Just simple 6 step to implement guard in Angular. So we have done this lecture. Let's meet into the next lecture.